The discovery. The rope creaked as Max used it to descend into the cavern. He wasn't the only one either. A small team from the corporation was here to secure the location and that within. A recent quake here on Mars had revealed fresh openings into a long-closed cave system. The corporation was quick to initiate fresh scans of the surrounding areas. In time Age Redacted was discovered. Max and his team were immediately tasked to secure the location along with a group from internal security. Max finished his descent and called to the other above, while he quickly detached his harness from the line. Others would be following shortly, and he was always nervous about things dropping about. The cavern yawned open like a wound in the Martian crust, a vast, 150-foot void where ancient geological forces had once clashed. The lower half of the chamber was a frozen river of basalt, the remnants of a lava flow that had surged through eons ago before solidifying into jagged, undulating formations. The walls bore fractured veins of iron-red stone, glinting dully in the dim light, while ghostly tendrils of dust hung motionless in the thin air. The ceiling arched high above, a dome of blackened rock pockmarked with tiny vents, some still exhaling the faintest whispers of warmth from the planet's ancient fires. A man approached, his helmet light carving a flickering path through the darkness. The beam of his lamp caught the slick sheen of obsidian ridges and the deep, foreboding crevices where the lava had cracked upon cooling. His footsteps echoed eerily, swallowed by the cavern's oppressive stillness. Here, beneath the Martian surface, time itself felt different, slower, heavier, as if the weight of an untold past pressed down upon him. Max gave him a wave and then asked, "How are things looking?" "Secure." He responds. "We have identified the path to the next area and are awaiting your team. Let's just go on ahead without them." "Are you sure?" "I don't see why not. After all, the corporation needs me here, they just do what I need them to." "As you say, let's proceed this way." Max and Edgar proceeded down a short lava tube without comment. As they arrived at the entrance to the site, they were met by two of Edgar's unit and with curt nod moved to the wall to let them pass. The area here was much smaller, 30 feet across, and in the center rested a faceted object with a dull shine covered in a fine layer of dirt. The security team were busy setting up lights, power conduit, cameras, scientific testing equipment. Most of it, Edgar said, is embedded in the floor quite thoroughly. "Any preliminary findings?" Edgar scratched his chin and flourished it towards the object. "We await your expertise." Max climbed the rocky incline toward the object, his breath shallow inside his helmet. As he reached the edge, he peered down through a jagged glass-like facet of the wreckage. What he saw sent a chill through him. The cockpit was unmistakable, a fractured chamber, its interior warped by impact and time. Within, slumped against the restraints, was the pilot. It was not human. A tremor ran through Max's hands as he unshouldered his bag, lowering it carefully to the ground. He moved mechanically, forcing himself to focus as he unfastened the clasps and retrieved his mechanical cutter. With a deep breath, he reached through the shattered viewport, the jagged edges catching the light of his headlamp. Carefully, he set to work, slicing through the alien suit with steady, deliberate motions. He never saw the betrayal coming. By the time he and his team realized what Edgar and his security detail had planned, it was too late. The comms had gone silent. The cold, clinical efficiency of their execution left no room for struggle, no chance for warning. As the last echoes of gunfire faded into the Martian dust, the wreck remained undisturbed, save for the collected samples, still clutched in Max's lifeless hand.